おはようございます。Is it on? Oh, okay. おはようございます。Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Hatsumairi and Tanjo-e service. And if you had taken a program, I'm Lynn Otsubo, the MC for today. Please join me for 1 minute of silent meditation. We begin our services today with Hatsumairi, when a family brings their child under age 6 to the temple. This symbolizes the first temple visit for the family, and we present the new member with a gift. We will now begin our service with the chanting of Tambutsuge, page 57 in your red service book. Please join us in Gasho.
心霊少女、人が国平楽安の公務信用税が新書、おつらんの非少々よ、人口生存、支援無限、同僚子孫、死が信用、栄養心死、六六中、作業精進、飲酒不敬、甘がぶ、甘がぶ、甘がぶ、甘がぶ、甘がぶ、甘がぶ、管理し六世の制裁同胞内心往生安楽公
Thank you very much. Okay. So what are
Yeah, so, Linban will do it.
we will have a presentation and message by Rinban Takami Inoue.
I'd like to open with the to the front. Please come down. Please, that's all for you. In commemoration of Makana Koko Okumura being presented before the altar of the Buddha. Date of birth, May 9th, 2025. Hatsumairi, May 16th, 2026. Takami Inoue, Higashi Honganji Mission of Hawaii, Binban. Now I'd like to offer a short message of congratulations to the Okumuras, Makana Okumura. And today is the first official attendance, official attendance. She has been attended many times. She has attended many times here, but officially today, after her first birthday on May 9th, this is the first Hatsumairi. And her beginning of Buddhist path, and we presented her with the Nenju, small Nenju for her hand. So we hope that she will continue to follow the Buddhist path and use that Onenju when she visits temple here in Hawaii and everywhere she goes, and grow up to be a kind and compassionate Buddhist. I heard that her name, Makana, means in Hawaiian gift, and she is a gift to the Okumuras and also gift to the world, Buddhist world. And we hope that she will live a happy life and contribute to the continuation of Buddha Dharma in this world. Thank you very much. 日本語で少し初参りということで今日、私初めて、こういうお勤めをさせていただきましたが、奥村家でマカナちゃんが、1歳を迎えて今回正式にお参りをされるということで初めてのお参り、初参りです。で、先ほど、記念のタブレットとそれから、年中、小さな子供用のお年中を、贈呈いたしました。願いとしては、彼女が、マカナちゃんが、奥村家の一員として、健康に幸せに育って、そして仏教徒として、真宗門徒として、念仏者となってですね、仏法がさらに存続して広まっていくことに貢献してくれたらなという願いを込めて、ハワイ別院の方から年次を贈呈させていただきました。本日は本当におめでとうございました。
Thank you very much, Dimpan, and congratulations to the Okumura family. Now we will have our Tanjo-e service, remembering Shinran Shonin when we begin chanting Shoshinge, found on page 20 in your red service book.
イの水波無明は本来心臓主有無上部心地心人権医療日光不運無運無死霊の無安薬神天教大教義即老長で合悪衆一切全幕文部に本心如来偶然が仏論高大証明者全人名文大家リーダー部本願念部社権上満学宗長神妙十字人に南中市南無かしインド最天使四下中華自治市こそ現代諸公聖書理両如来本税をき釈如来両が戦一種五名南天寺空十大寺主とせ質の大波無天先生大乗無情報召喚議事小安楽天地三秒六六神妙医療指導学億年未なる本願次元即時入臨上理の上昇如来も方法大義偶世論天人菩薩増論世異名無下法如来永衆他な天心寺当選王将大聖願こういう本願力栄光二道群上昇一心二入空徳大法会立脈入大英収集特使連芸共生会即昇進妙法昇進入門の人間人図優勝義論治療へ本寺鈍乱両天使上皇乱症防災三道十四十条教本書宣教気学法天人菩薩論中下報道因果見性願方言へこういう他力創造主義信心漠然本部信心法総知生じ即営範一心無量法明道総宇宙の大風景同社結晶道願書異名浄土活入万全自力言論集円満独法達成書三部三神慶音語昭和法明道義一生増悪地部税四妙会小妙化天道徳妙無所意東海上三妙脈学法妙妙天変大流本願大時代行者生じ今後心上期一年総合上位街道客三人即称保証市場が原神公開一大教延期安妙大一祭 先祖出身反戦人、法廷利用証券流、68人優勝部、大学在任接種中、本能少年水分権、大義無権上昇が、本寺元空明仏教、天民全幕本部に、新宗教書法年宗、戦略本願部学生、天外生寺因年芸、鉄地教理少子、卒入着上無理学、一致新人異能流、仏教第一宗師と、上西伝法律学、道徳自宗の心、理解心身。歌上部のこの方は、今に候補で甘えび、方針の法人気はもがく、背の法領を照らすなり、知恵の法領与えなし、無料の所相心の流、公共神なるものはなし、信じように祈らせよ。枝の法人気はもなし、法則か無料の皆、無をあなたとべたも、平等格に祈らせよ。大運命の奥、一切の上に騒ぎなし、大なくあむらぬものぞなき、何しを祈らせよ。少女法領並びなし、牛法のゆえなれば、一切の法家の底にぬる、一教へを祈らせよ。仏法僧領最大一、応援の仏と名付けたり、三途の国安にあるなり、大王を祈らせよ。何日不読、労働制裁、労働大使、往生安楽。
Reverend Steve Roy. Oh, no. Can you sing this? Yeah. Oh, there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By
We're,
you.
we're going to do that a little later. So,
Do this one.
yeah, we're going to have Shinran Sama. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're going to have Shinran Sama on page 123. If you'll please rise. So it goes, I'll show you how it goes. Softly sighs a gentle breeze at the window bright, as I place my hands together in the morning light. Namu Amida Butsu, after I repeat, Shinran Shonin comes to me with a smile within. By my side he strengthens me as each day I begin. So we'll start from the second verse. As an evening storm may shroud twinkling stars so fair, when the glow of hope is shadowed by a dark despair. Namu Amida Butsu, after I repeat, Shinran Shonin comes to me with a beacon bright, and he leads me on the path to day from darkest night. While I journey day by day, life of joy and pain, should I anguish, O mortal, loneliness in vain? Namu Amida Butsu, after I repeat, Shinran Shonin comes to me, so a friend to be. Wise companion he will be until eternity. Thank you very much. Okay, and please remain standing if you can for page 17. We're going to have Vandarati Sarana. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. Difficult is it to receive life in human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma. Now we hear it. If we do not receive awakening in the present life, then in what life can we hope to receive it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together as one, begin on the great path of enlightenment, holding in our hearts supreme aspiration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together as one, enter the storehouse of the Dharma and attain true wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together as one, uniting in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings. The incomparable, deep, and profound Dharma is difficult to encounter even through countless ages of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us endeavor to thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Now the Dharma.
Okay, we will now have a Dharma message for our service today by Rinban Takami Inoue.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending Hatsumairi and Tanjo-e service this morning. And today's service, the common theme is birth as a human being in this world. And Shinran Shonin, he was born in this world as a human being in 1173. It's about 850 years ago, 50 years ago. And we celebrate his birthday today, but in traditional calendar, lunar calendar, his birthday was recorded as the first day of fourth month. And in the Meiji period, in modern period, in Japan, we switched from lunar calendar to solar calendar. And in Honpan, they calculated, and first day of the fourth month in old calendar, lunar calendar, it corresponds to May 21st in our solar calendar today. So in Nishi Honganji, they have birthday service on May 21st. But in Higashi Otaniha, our denomination in Japan, we still continue to celebrate his birthday on April 1st. So if you go to Higashi Honganji Honzan in Kyoto, and they have huge musical service on April 1st. So if you have a chance to go visit Japan in spring, please visit Honzan on the first day of April. Shinran Shonin's date, 1173 to 1262, 90 years of life. And he was born when the Japanese society had a drastic change from ancient society of aristocrats. The powerful aristocrats controlled Japan as a nation. And then in the beginning of medieval period, there was very harsh conflict between samurai warriors, Heishi and Genji. And they fought around at the time of, still they were fighting when Shinran Shonin was born. And so Shinran Shonin's days were very full of conflict and also natural disasters. It was not a very good, happy days as a society. So he was born into very difficult Japanese society, changing society. And his father was aristocrat, old power. His father's name was Hino Arinori, and he was a lower ranking aristocrat. And he was a scholar. And his mother, we don't know much about Shinran Shonin's mother, but her name was Kikkonyo, and she was probably from Genji, Minamoto samurai family. And recently, some scholars proposed a new theory that Shinran's mother was Minamoto Yoritomo's sister. Minamoto Yoritomo is the person who established Kamakura government, samurai government. So Shinran may have connected to this powerful figure in the beginning of medieval period in Japan. I think this theory is persuasive. Shinran's father's side, all Japanese society, aristocratic society, and mother's side is the new, powerful samurai society. So he has connection to both old world and new medieval world. And according to his biography, at the age of 9, he was ordained. And today's program, Reverend Toyoshima prepared, and you see the figure here, and it seems the young Shinran Shonin, and when you open the program, there is a waka, and this was in his biography before he wanted to be ordained, and he went to this Shorin temple, but it was midnight, and they said first they couldn't perform the ordination ritual because it's too late. So the priest, the Jian, told Shinran, wait a night, and tomorrow we can do that. But Shinran Shonin replied to Jian in this poem, Japanese hymn. And 明日ありと思う心のあだ桜、やわに嵐の吹かぬものかわ。Don't think the cherry blossoms will remain on the branches for tomorrow. It may be blown away by a storm tonight. So this expresses his determination to follow Buddhist path, and he couldn't wait that the following morning, to be ordained. And after listening to this waka, Jian agreed to do that. So his ordination was midnight, and there was a painting of his hair shaven, and in his biography, pictorial biography, represent that scene. So he was ordained at the age of 9. This 9 years old is kazoe doshi, so it's not a mannende. Our way of counting age is different from the old days. And when you are born, in traditional way of counting age, when you are born, you are 1 year old. And the new year, first new year, you take one toshi, and then 2 years old. So Makana-chan, she was born May 9th. At that time, traditional counting was 1 year old, because 10 months she was in Yuka-san's womb. And when she was born, already 10 months have passed. So traditionally, at the time of birth, the age was 1. And Shinran's 9-year-old ordination is this way of counting. So today, if we count that age, it's 8 years old. Can you imagine 8-year-old boy wanted to be ordained so seriously? He couldn't wait the following morning. His determination was so strong. This is according to the official biography, and we don't know for sure the reason why Shinran Shonin wanted so much to follow the Buddhist path. And according to the legend, it is for the bodhicitta awakened in him, 80 years old Shinran Shonin. And this bodhicitta is, bodhi means awakening. So the mind to seek enlightenment, awakening. So he wanted to be enlightened, awakened, to become a Buddha. And the second part is Why he wanted to become a Buddha? Because he wanted to save all sentient beings. So to become a Buddha and save all living beings. 80-year-old Shinran Shonin had this desire, wish, aspiration so much, and he couldn't wait the following morning, and he received ordination that night. And so after that ordination, it was the Tendai school's ordination. In those days, the center of Japanese Buddhism and learning was Mount Hiezan. So all the monks, priests wanted to study Buddhism. They went to Mount Hie and studied there. So Shinran Shonin, for 20 years, from age 9 to 29, he studied Tendai's doctrines, sutras, Hokekyo, Lotus Sutra, and other Mahayana sutras and commentaries. And at the same time, he probably engaged in hard training as a monk, Tendai monk. And there is a very strenuous training for Tendai monk on Mount Hie. It's called Sennichi Kaihogyo. For 1,000 days, the monks, like a marathon runner, they wake up 2 in the morning and start running the mountains in around Mount Hie. Probably Shinran Shonin engaged in that practice, and he didn't complete it because in the middle he started to doubt the significance of that kind of study and training, self-powered path. So at the age of 29, probably while he was continued studying and engaged in strenuous physical shugyo practices, he came down from Mount Hie and attended Rokkakudo for 100 days. At that moment, that means he had doubt about continuing to follow the Tendai path, Tendai school's self-powered hard training. And on Mount Hie, he probably had heard about Honen Shonin's or Nembutsu, just say the Nembutsu and be saved by Amida. So Shinran Shonin started thinking about following Honen Shonin. So he came down from Mount Hie and confined himself 100 days at Rokkakudo Shrine. And on the 95th day, almost the end of that 100 days retreat, he had a dream revelation. And in that dream, Shotoku Taishi, who founded that temple, Rokkakudo, appeared in Shinran Shonin's dream and suggested that to go and to meet Honen Shonin and follow his path, teaching. So Shinran Shonin decided to go to Yoshimitsu, where Honen Shonin was teaching Onenbutsu. And he listened to Honen Shonin's lectures for 100 days, again, 100 days. And he made his decision to follow his teaching and become his disciple. So this is the most important event in Shinran Shonin's life as a priest. And in fact, from 29 to his death at 90 years old, he remained Honen Shonin's disciple. Only 6 years he learned from Honen Shonin because they were persecuted by the government and traditional school of Buddhism. And Honen Shonin was exiled to Shikoku, and Shinran Shonin was exiled to Echigo, Niigata, and they were separated, and Shinran Shonin never had chance to meet Honen Shonin after that. So only 6 years he studied under Honen Shonin. In fact, he learned there, continued to deepen in his whole life until 90 years old. And what he left for us, his teaching, Honen Shonin's teaching, interpreted by Shinran Shonin, and Shinran Shonin wrote down for us to read. The Shoshinget we chanted today is the Shinran Shonin's understanding of Jodo Shinshu in verse form. And the most important message he left for us is other power, Tariki. And yeah, I just like to focus Tariki. What does it mean, Tariki? Not self-power. Our awakening is not by our self-power, our own power, but other power. Other power means other power of Amida Buddha. And what is Amida Buddha's power? That is the most important thing and difficult to understand. What is the other power or original vow, Hongan's power? And I think the easier way to understand that is, by example, the birth. Our birth, we are talking about our birth in the Pure Land, but our birth in this world, we all experienced our birth in this world already. And did you come to this world by your own will or own power? Looking back, I don't remember that I decided to come out, appear in this world as human being. It's all depended on others, my mother and my father and all others before my parents. And it was not my decision. Makana-chan too, I think if she, in the future, she thinks about her birth, was I born by my own power or my own will? The answer is no. It's all depending on the conditions, cause and conditions other than my own, outside of myself. We are born. This expression, be born, and in Japanese too, umareru is a passive form. It's not our doing. It's not our action to be born. It's something bore us, and that power, including my mother, our mother and father, and all the others who supported that, our birth, is other power. And after being born in this world, our life, do we live by our own self-power? If you think about that very seriously, our body consists of what we have eaten. Nothing comes from my own making. So physical body. And our life has been sustained by everything around us. People, parents and families and people around us, friends, all supported our life. And in that sense, everything around us are other power. So this way of thinking, I don't live by my own power. My life, our life is sustained by other powers, causes and conditions that sustain our lives. So this way of thinking is very Buddhist, Enki. Our birth is dependent co-arising, dependent origination. Depending on others, we exist. Our life exists depending on others. So everything depends on others. And this mutual interdependence and interconnectedness is the other power, I think. You can say Jodo Shinshu's other power can be understood as this interconnectedness and interdependence, Enki in general Buddhism. So when we think about those messages, Buddhist Dharma message, let us discover the joy of living. When do we discover, where can we find joy in our lives? In my case, easiest thing is when I look at my pet, my cat, 9-month-old cat, Pono, and when our eyes meet, and I feel connected to Pono, and he doesn't speak, but at that moment, something you understand outside of you, and you feel that you are connected, you are depending on each other. Your existence depends on those things. When you discover that kind of connection, interdependence with something, somebody, you feel joy, I think. So the key to finding the significance of our birth and joy of living lies in how we find this interconnectedness, interdependence with all the lives in this world. Tanjo, to think about being born in this world as human being, it's a fortunate thing. It's a gift for us, being born in this world as a human being. But that gift we need to appreciate by thinking about finding this interconnectedness with other lives and being compassionate to all living beings. That's the, I think, important Dharma message Shinran Shonin left for us based on Honen Shonin and 7 Pure Land Masters and Shakyamuni's teaching. That's my Dharma message today. 日本語で少し誕生会という初参りと誕生会のお参りに、参詣していただきましてありがとうございました。日本では大谷派では4月1日旧暦の、その日付のままで4月1日に親鸞上人の誕生日として誕生のを祝う、お務めをしています。本山では4月1日に大きな盛大な誕生への音楽法要が毎年営まれています。で、誕生ということについて考えるっていうのは、仏教の中で、仏教はどっちかっていうと、死んだ後どうなるかとか、お葬式の方で連想されることが多いんですけれども、特にアメリカにおいてそうかもしれないですけど、その誕生を考える、この世に生まれてきた意味と、それをことほどお祝いするっていうのはどういうことか、なぜ生まれてくるっていうことがそれほど素晴らしいことなのかと考えると、浄土真宗で言えば他力ということとつながるように思います。私たちがこの世に生まれてくるのは、私たちの決めたこと、意思によって生まれてきたわけではないですし、その実際の出産、この世に生を受けるということは、周り、お父さん、お母さん、周りの人たちのおかげで、命を賜る、いただいてこの世に現れる。気がついたら、命を授かっていた、生まれていたということであります。ですからそういう形で受け身ですよね。I was born とか生まれたっていうこの表現自体が受け身ですけれども、私以外のもの、私の外にあるもの、私とつながっているものですけれども、そういうものの支えによって私の生が誕生して、そして生きている、生かされている、生きているっていうのは私の力ではなくて、私の命を支えているそういう多くの命のおかげで生きているんだ。で、おそらく法語の中で生まれた意義と生きる喜びを見つけようというのが、ずっとテーマで浄土真宗の中で大谷派で特に、伝えられてきましたけど、その生まれた意義、何のために生まれてきたのかと、そして生きていてどういう喜びがあるのかということを考えるとき、大事なのはその命、自分の力で一人で生きているんではなくて、生まれたってことは命を授かった、産んでいただいたわけですけれども、それを気がつくことですね。自分で生まれてきたんではなくて、多くの人の願いを受けて、支えによって生まれてきて、で、命をつないでいることも、多くの命の支えによって食べ物を食べてですね、生きている。そういう時に自分と他の命とのつながりに気づいたり、そこで共感した時におそらく生きる喜びっていうのがあるんではないか。犬とかですね、犬やペットをお飼いの方は気持ちが通じる時、目と目があって他の動物、 異なった種類ではなくて、本当に命と命として通じる瞬間というのがあると思うんです。人間同士ももちろんですけれども、人間以外のものとも命とそういうふうに通じた瞬間、つながっているっていう感覚が私たちの喜びの根源にあるんではないかと思います。でそう考えると、現在の世界は対立したり、自分中心で他の命を敵のように、あるいは他者として退けるような、差別するような、そういう傾向がありますけれども、それは喜びにはつながらない。本当の喜びは自分と異なった命の中に自分とつながった共通のものを感じたとき、見出したときに喜びがある。エンパシーとかシンパシーとか、そのコンパッション、それが私たちの中に起こってくるってことも、外からの働き、外とのつながりによるわけで、浄土真宗の教えについて誕生ということを機会に考えるとすると、そのつながりに目覚めて、つながりに目を向けて生きていくってことが、私たちの喜びに、生まれた意義と生きる喜びを見出す鍵になるんではないかということを思います。そういう意味で、親鸞上人の誕生、マカナちゃんの初参りっていうのを今日お祝いできたことは本当に意味があることで、この機会に皆さんも生まれるっていうことはどういうことで、生きていく、生かされていくっていうことはどういうことかということを一緒に考えていけたらというふうに思います。少し長くなりましたが、以上でダルマメッセージとさせていただきます。ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Limban Inoue, for your inspiring message. Now we will have some announcements. Let's see, in May 19th, Tuesday, 11:30 a.m., the Lunch Bunch will meet at Midtown Eats Food Hall for lunch. If you need to carpool, meet at the temple.
We're going to leave here at 11:30.
Yeah, we will leave here at 11:30. Okay, on Saturday, May 23rd, 10 a.m., the Shoshin Day for Beginners study class in English, facilitated by Rimban Inoue, will be held in the conference room in person and via Zoom. Then on Sunday, May 24, at 10 a.m., there'll be All Wars Memorial Service in person and also on YouTube. This is to remember all victims of all wars. May 26, Tuesday at 3 p.m., the ukulele band will practice in person and on Zoom. Also on May 26, Tuesday at 5:30 p.m., there'll be dinner and movie night in the conference room. And the title of the movie is Mourning for the Osone Family, which was made in 1946. Okay, and then May 28, Thursday, 10 a.m., there'll be the Shinran Shonin Memorial Service in person and then on YouTube. And May 31st, Tuesday, 10 a.m., there's a Sunday service in person and then also on YouTube. Then in June 3rd, Wednesday, 5:30 p.m., karaoke night at the Betsu Inn, in person and Zoom. And then on June 7th, Sunday, 10 a.m., there's the Shotsuki Memorial Service in person and also on YouTube. The Dharma message will be given by Rimban Takami Inoue. Then also on June 7th, Sunday at 11:30 a.m., there'll be a photography club meeting in the conference room. Okay. Thank you for attending this week's service, and then please join us again next week. Also, please join us for refreshments in the Otani Center across the parking lot. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. We skipped over Ondok-san. We'll close with Ondok-san, page 112. Sorry. Thank you very much, everybody. And enjoy some refreshments.